Good morning. It is Friday, May 26th. It is 7:20 a.m. Central Time, and I'm ready for another day. As you can see right here on my window, it is raining. It thunderstormed overnight, so I'm very glad I did not tent camp last night. I woke up at 4 a.m. to thunder, and it's been thundering since about then, off and on. I went to bed about, according to my Fitbit last night, I slept from 10:30 to 5:30. I did wake up early, obviously, 5:30 Central Time. But I went to bed early, so excuse me while I pull up my socks and then push them down. I'll explain later. So trip review, we ended yesterday with the trip meter at 1,134 miles, and the odometer is at 1,220 miles. Our fuel average on the trip now is at 20.2 miles per gallon. This is a very comfortable ride, but I'm paying for that in gas mileage. It would have been nicer, obviously, to get better gas mileage. But I guess I probably wouldn't trade. I would probably still pick this ride over something a little smaller that got better mileage. So I spent a lot of time in the hotel room last night and again this morning making plans for the next couple days, at least making like draft itineraries. The plan is today I put in about 300 miles and get to Pueblo, Colorado, which will put me an hour from Colorado Springs. Then I'm going to see Aunt Sherry in the morning for like brunch, hang out with her for a couple hours. Then it looks like I'm going to head into Littleton, Colorado, and see Jennifer Wagner from high school for a couple hours, and then I'm going to try and haul my butt into Grand Junction, which is 4 hours after that of driving. Excuse me. Just finished breakfast. I had a bagel and cream cheese and orange juice and chocolate milk. That was exciting. Chocolate milk. The orange juice and the chocolate milk here were all both in little cups, or I mean, the orange juice came in little packaged cups, and the chocolate milk was in little cartons, which is pretty good. It was exciting to have chocolate milk. So I think that's it. That's all I have, and I'm just below a quarter tank of gas, or that was what's empty. I've used just over a quarter tank of gas. Usually I like to get gas right now before I head out for the day, but it's pouring down the rain, so I'm just going to wait because I don't need to. So I think that's it. I'll check in later. One more quick note. With the rain and the early hour, it is just 55 degrees out this morning, so it's a little chilly when you get wet with the rain. When I ran out from the hotel to my car, yeah, it was a little chilly because I got all wet, and it's rainy and cold out at 55. I took way too long just to say it's 55 degrees. So here's the edited. Ignore all that. Take two. Hey, just another quick note. It is a mere 55 degrees this morning, so a little chilly with the rain and all. Just a few miles outside of Amarillo, and the scenery has begun to change to what I consider western looking. So that's pretty exciting. And there's nobody around, so I just stopped in the middle of the road here. But there's a car about a mile behind me, so I gotta get rolling now. Welcome to Channing, Texas. Population 281. And I am at the Channing Cemetery to find a geocache. You can see my car is parked about 100 feet up there. I'm going to walk you through my hunt for the geocache, but I wanted to come get the establishing shot here of this cool old cemetery sign. So the coordinates lead to this group of trees over here, and there's actually a hint on this geocache that says base of tree. So this should be a pretty easy find. As I look at the trees, see, I like the looks of like this one or this one, where there's places where you could hide the cache. And actually, I think I caught a glimpse of it already. Yep, if we See right there, the little bit of that white lid that's showing up. So let me reach in here and show you. Oops. There is the geocache. And so I'm going to go sign the log and rehide it. Alright, so I'm ready to put it back, and I'm going to, let's see, there's a couple pieces of bark here I'm going to try and use to cover that geocache a little better. So I'm going to put it in here and put it in kind of an upright position so that water is less likely to get in it. I'm going to use these pieces of bark to hide it a little bit. And, oh, I'm sorry, the camera drifted. Obviously, I can't do two things at once. This is what we call what geocachers call a geopile, when there are sticks and stuff hidden over a geocache, because a lot of times the piles of sticks look very unnatural. I did just find this block of concrete here I'm also going to put over the geocache, so it's just hidden a little better from anyone that might not need to find it. Yeah, I think I'll pass looking for this geocache. Okay, from the video, you can see that I am in the middle of nowhere. There is nothing around. There is nobody around. It's pretty desolate out here. So why am I here? Well, a geocache, of course. And this particular geocache is actually just a marker in the ground, and it is this marker right here. And it has a benchmark geological people on it. This is the point where Texas, Oklahoma, and New Mexico all touch. So I came out so I could stand in 3 states at one time. It's just been a few minutes since I stopped to take a picture of Saddle Mountain out there, and I am in Clayton, New Mexico, population 2968, elevation almost 5,000 feet. So I saw that and wanted to grab that on the video, and I'm also here to look for a geocache. I'm here looking for the geocache, and I'm a little preoccupied because I gotta pee. But I looked around. It's supposedly a regular-sized cache, and I looked between the posts and all back here. Came up empty. Went back to the cache and read the hint. And thank goodness for the hint, because with my bladder being so full, I don't think I would have taken the time to find this. But the hint sent me right to it. And if you move this reflector, there is the geocache. Pull it out. How about that? Just driving down the New Mexico interstate. Actually, not an interstate. This is a state highway. My bad. Pretty flat out here. A few mountains or mesas or something on the horizon. I am about 20 miles from the Capulin Volcano National Monument, and I'm going to stop there and check it out. Maybe take a walk to the rim, depending on how intense it looks. We'll see. Here we are, Capulin Volcano National Monument. Okay, this is pretty nerve-wracking, driving up the volcano, because there's no guardrail. I'm going to shoot out the side window. I'm not even really looking at what I'm shooting because I have a tight grip on the steering wheel. Oh, and I forgot to turn the radio down, so hopefully you can hear me, but I'm not shooting any more of this video, because I got a lot longer way to go. Okay, I made it. I made the drive up here. Didn't die driving that scary road. Now I'm up here at the summit parking, and I'm getting ready to walk the Crater Rim Trail. It's a 1 mile loop, and I'll video along the way, obviously. I got my backpack with water and snacks, primarily because of the potential elevation issues. Elevation right here. I had to walk a little ways to see what the sign said. It's 7,800 feet right here, elevation. And we're going to go up another, I think, 300 feet. So, anyway, I'll check in a little bit. I forgot to mention, I'm wearing a jacket, a long sleeve shirt, and a t-shirt underneath it. It's probably about 60 degrees out here and very windy. I anticipate probably losing the jacket along the hike, but right now, I want it on. Just started up the trail. This is what it looks like. Already feeling winded. So I'm taking it nice and slow. So I stopped and rested, and then I walked about 100 steps and was winded enough to sit down and rest again. And it's a pretty view from here, but I want to get all the way up to the top. So we'll see. I'm looking from the same vantage point down at where I parked. And then if we pan around, up there's the top of the rim. Or actually over there probably. Still a long trail ahead of me. Slowly but surely we'll get there. I checked on my Fitbit, and my blood oxygen is currently at 92%. Of course, I'm at about 8,000 foot elevation, so. Okay, so now there's where I parked, and this is just slow going, but I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna video as I walk this next little bit, just to kind of show how slow I'm walking. I feel like I got my heart slowed down a little bit. It's about 100 beats a minute right now, but I feel like I can go a little further. So let's do this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm whispering the steps because I don't want to talk too much while I'm walking. 18, 20, 26, 28, 30. 40. 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. 100. And we're going to stop and rest and just video the view. This old guy's out of shape. I made it to the next bench. This might just be where I live. Except for the fact that I don't want to be here in storms, because this bench was struck by lightning, and that's the damage it did to the bench. So that's kind of scary. Fortunately, No chances of rain in the immediate future as I spin around here and try to make my viewer dizzy. Okay, enough of that. I don't want to get dizzy because it's a long way down. As I stand here and contemplate why on earth the national park spot this volcano is so tall, you can look at some cactuses. Maybe look at all the bobs. Look at the field of bobs. I'm actually feeling well enough at the moment that I'm not going to sit on a bench. This is probably the first bench I've passed. Plus, I've improvised a couple benches, like on rocks, like here. But that's now. We'll see how I'm feeling in a little bit. If I survive this near uphill climb, I'm filling out a comment card and just one word: escalator. I mean, this is brutal. What are those natives called that help people up Mount Everest? Sherpas, yeah. I may need to get on Amazon Prime and order me a couple of those to help me the rest of the way up this mountain volcano. I'm still afraid the wind's gonna grab it. Okay, now the wind died down for a minute, make a liar out of me. But anyhow, there's the view on the other side of the volcano. And there's the view looking down into the volcano. That's not much. We have better views of the inside of the volcano. But I survived. I did not die. Now I'm just going to roll down the hill to the bottom. Also, before I begin my descent to base camp, I am at the elevation of 8,182 feet. And if I jump, I'm at 8,182 and a half feet. Good news. I survived the volcano. I am back at the parking lot. So, I made it. I started up the stairs there. Way around there. And up there is the peak. And then I came back down this side. Looks easy from here. Okay, I'm driving down the volcano now. Hey, focus, damn it. Why won't this focus? There we go. And I feel much more secure on the inside lane than that outside lane. So I'm going to video a little bit. There's no cars in front of me, no cars behind me, and pretty blue sky out. But this road is not for the weak of heart, or whatever. It's very stressful, especially coming up. Now there's a guardrail, but not like that guardrail's going to do any good anyway. But the areas where there isn't a guardrail are just unnerving to me because there's nothing. It just drops off. I'm running 20 miles an hour. It might feel like I'm going fast, but I'm not. 20 miles, 819. I mean, 20 was kind of the top speed I reached back there. Oh, and right here, 21. The speed limit is 20 on this road. But I guess that's enough of seeing the road, right? Welcome to open range country, where you got a warning sign for cows, and then you cross the cattle guards. And see, here's why they have those signs. Hi, cow. So look at the weird weather over here. Oh, overpass. Yeah, I'd say it's raining right there, which is closer than it even looks in the video. But it's one of those weird mountain things, I think. Where to go for dinner? I wonder if there's anything good around here. Tonight I stay in an Airbnb, and this is my room. The only thing is it's kind of warm in here, so I open the windows. But have my own bathroom. Double sink and everything. Tub. Shower. A big walk-in closet. Let's see, yeah. And then a little closet for the toilet. So I'll get an outside shot tomorrow. It was dark when I got here. Somebody spilled hot wax. So this is interesting. You follow that cord from the outlet, it goes up the wall and over and into that vent, which isn't a real vent. On the other side of the door is a security camera looking out at the hallway, and it's mounted right above a similar vent cover on the other side. I noticed when I turned the bedroom light off that I could see straight through that vent. So, interesting.